And another thing about apologies, part 2, apologies part 2. If you go crawling back to someone to apologize, and not even crawling back, but if you proudly but humbly walk over to a person, you're not even, sometimes you're just like, okay, I'm not crawling back to this person. But I yelled when I did not need to yell, and I feel like I should apologize to that. Okay. Like, oh, please forgive me. You're just like, you know what? I yelled. Okay, I'm gonna own up to what I did, but not in a desperate kind of way. And like I said earlier, in an argument where both people lost their cool, we both raised our voices, we both said some harsh things, right? Maybe both people are at fault, right? And you're like, and you usually when you're dealing with narcissism, you're usually the one who's gonna apologize first, right? Usually it's gonna be you apologizing, right? Because narcissists, they don't like to apologize. I need to go apologize to the narcissist because I did raise my voice, and I know I shouldn't raise my, or whatever. You found something that you did wrong, and you want to apologize for it. Because in normal land, when we do wrong, we feel guilty, and we want to apologize. And we want that person to know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you. So, but a lot of times, if you go try to apologize to a person, and you're kind of expecting them to reply with an apology, and they don't. They're not going to. They're going to let you apologize to them. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And they're just going to be like, okay. And you're left kind of with your ear open, like, they can apologize back to me. No. Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. And that's annoying, right? Two people get in an argument, both people yell, both people lost their cool, both people did something wrong, and you're gonna go apologize, say, you know what, I'm sorry. And that person's just going, thanks. And you get nothing from them. You get nothing from them. And then you can feel kind of mad, right? You're like, you know what, I humbled myself to come apologize, and you're not gonna give me nothing. You did wrong too. You did wrong. And that's why you cannot expect, if you decide you're going to apologize to somebody, you cannot expect them to apologize back to you. You have to apologize without expectation. Expectation-free apology is the only real apology. Because if you're going to them just to get an apology out of them, that's not really... The soul of an apology is to own up to what you did. I'm going to own up to what I did. And I'm going to be like, you know what, I did it and I feel bad and it was wrong. Not just, okay. Like, I want to hear this apology from them. So if I go apologize, maybe I'm going to get that apology out of them. You might not get it. If you're dealing with narcissism, you're not going to get that apology. You can give them the most sincere apology ever. You can give them the most, I'm so sorry. And they're going to be like, alright, cool, alright, thanks. Or, like I said earlier, they're going to use it as an opportunity to keep the fight going. They're going to be like, okay, cool, thanks. And never apologize back to you. Or they're going to use it as an opportunity to keep the fight going. So just think before you apologize. Think before you apologize. Because sometimes an apology is going to make you feel worse if you don't get an apology back from them. And you really wanted them to apologize to you. And they don't. They're just going to let you apologize to them. Okay, I forgive you. And then you don't get anything from them. Because they're perfect, right? They got the crown on, they're perfect, right? Moral of the story, think before you go apologize to somebody. Am I going to be walking away from this apology just feeling like I don't like you even more now? Or you're gonna open it up again to another argument, I'm really sorry. Well, I just didn't like, it's going to be like this, I'm really sorry, I yelled, well, I just didn't like the way you did that, and then, they're going to use it as an opportunity to get the fight going again. You have to be careful with apologies. Is this apology going to make things better, or is it going to make things worse? Make it better, make it worse. And you always follow up an apology with change, right? Action, change. Try. Or at least know it in your head that you need to change. Not into that. There's a big difference between knowing in your head, I need to change, I know I need to change, and just being like, I don't need to change. What are you talking about? What do I need to change? And how dare you imply that I need to change? I don't need to change anything. Okay. There's some people like that, and there's some people who, I know, I'm so sorry, I'm trying. At least I know I need to change. Some people are just in denial. Some people don't think they need to change at all. That's absurd. Me changing? I don't need to change. Think before you apologize. Is my apology going to make it better or worse? Maybe I should just show that I'm sorry. Because if I go to them with words with a verbal apology, I'm not going to get an apology back from them, and then I'm going to get mad, or it's going to start another fight. Or maybe the person is a reasonable person, and your apology will go fine. Your apology will go smoothly, and it will actually make peace. If all goes well, but sometimes it won't. So you gotta think before you just run over an apology. Think, is it gonna make things better? Or should I just start doing nice gestures to show them I'm sorry? Because a verbal apology is just gonna leave me feeling disappointed or frustrated, because here we are arguing again because I had to come apologize to you, and you use it as a chance to get the fight going again. instead of accepting my apology, I'm repeating myself a little. Think before apologizing. Is it going to make it better